Hello, 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 hello. I hope you had a wonderful time watching Backlash in France. I am here to discuss some Uncle Howdy teasers that happened during the last few hours. We are going to be back right after this. We'll do a little Backlash review as well because I thought it was a great fun show and there was some teasers. So we'll discuss it live right after this. Hello again. So we had a pretty action-packed Backlash. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good show. Damian Priest showed out as world champion. Cody and AJ was a banger. We will do a little review at the end of it and see what you think of the show. Once again, we are live, so get your comments in if you would like. We are going to go straight in to what happened tonight. We've got some source code stuff. We've got some QR code stuff. We've got loads of stuff. So there was a QR code during the show that flashed up. Here is that QR code. Seconds after that, there was an image of a woman who had black hair. So interestingly enough, could be Nikki Cross, but that was straight after the QR code. This is the QR code for those that are interested. Want to shout out Rishana NY on Twitter and Deliath for the sources used in this video. So there is the QR code, and there is the image immediately following it. A woman with black hair. When the QR code takes you to a site, which is actually the URL of it. What was the URL? Oh, Porte. There you go. The URL for it was Porte Overte. So that is there, Porte Overte. That was the URL, which translates to door open. So again, some more of that. Who opened the door themed stuff, which obviously stems from Bray's last video. Who opened the door? So that is the translation for the URL. When you click on that URL, there are two videos, one at the top and one at the bottom. Now, one of these I played last night on the last episode. So actually somebody found it early, and in the source code for that, interestingly enough, I thought it was pretty cool to show the source code. You can see here, it's not very large, but actually the person who found it earlier, Penfold 200, has been called out in the code there. Sneaky, Penfold 200. That was the video that I played last night. Shillings in a guinea, that could be something to do with horse racing. And I know there was the WrestleMania announcement supposed to be happening today, and I think it's a horse racing event or something like that, but I don't think we're going to get anything there except for the WrestleMania event. So shillings in a guinea, I'm not entirely sure what that is and what that means, but it could be. Maybe we will hear something else. Maybe there's something in the press conference happening right now. Who knows? But we are live discussing what happened at Backlash, and this was the source code for the videos. Shillings in a guinea, and again, a little tribute to Penfold 200. Sneaky there for pulling that up and for finding it early. Also, so actually, before we do that, we're going to play you the audio from both. There was two videos when you clicked on the QR code and leading to a number. Now, if you call the number, this one plays.
You think you're so close to finding him, but you don't even know what you're looking for. He's not what you think. He just wants to help. That's all he's ever wanted. He opens up his arms and makes you feel like you matter, like you belong. He doesn't change you. He reminds you. He wants to know, why did you forget about them? He says he opened the door, and the time of secrets has come to an end.
All right, so that was the first one. And then the second one, which is lower down. So there's one at the top and one at the bottom. This is audio files. This is the second one.
Do you know the story of the shepherd and the lost sheep? The shepherd left 99 others to search for the one sheep that had gone missing. He rejoiced when he found it. But what happened when my precious sheep went missing? None of you cared. Their families didn't care. Their friends didn't care. You let the darkness take them. Left them shackled in hell all alone. but I set them free. They are my family now, and we will do anything to protect our family. I can't wait for you to see.
So yeah, the actual finishing word is I can't wait for you to see what they've become. So I can't wait for you to see what they've become is the end of that. And yeah, so that first one was found last night and we played it on yesterday's episode. And this second one is exclusive to tonight if you call that number, but it's also at the bottom. If you go back on the link, it is also at the bottom of the page. If you highlight during so if you highlight on the site from the QR code, once again, there it is. If you highlight it, it says you did this. I screenshotted that. That is what happens if you highlight in the middle of the two audio files, the one at the top and the one at the bottom. An interesting spot here. Once again, I want to credit the people I've used the stuff from Rashana, NY, Twitter, and Deliath. Deliath found this. So the file, the WAV file of the audio on the page is VXXV, which translates, just because I'm terrible at Roman numerals, Saturday the 25th of May, which is King and Queen of the Ring in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Now, I'm not entirely sure what you guys think about Jeddah and the pay-per-views, PLEs, whatever. It's a big deal. Maybe they want some eyes on it, you know. So yeah, I could see them bringing Uncle Howdy in there. It's very hot, so you know, not so great for you know, if he's wearing a big leather coat and everything and all black. But anyway, yeah. So again, that audio WAV file translates to that, which is the 25th of May. So that is this month at King and Queen of the Ring, which obviously starts on Monday, and finishes at that PLE in Jeddah. So we could get Uncle Howdy. We could get that faction, that group, as early as the 25th of May. I am not disappointed we didn't get Uncle Howdy tonight. You know, obviously, you know, it'd be nice to have that. I have a question for you guys in the comments. Are they leaving it too long? At which point I will obviously bring in some comments as well. So that is where we expect to see Uncle Howdy according to that audio source there. Once again, just to recap, there is the QR code that shows there is a female figure with brown and black hair who pops on the screen just after that. The QR code leads to a page with two audio files, and that, if you highlight that in the middle, the audio files we played earlier on in this one was from last night and one was from today. I will play them both again. Just want to make another nod, not to repeat myself too much, to Penfold 200, who was caught out because we actually played the first one of these last night because sneaky Penfold 200 found it early, and the source code is shillings in a guinea. So if anybody wants to shine a light on that meaning, I am at a bit of a loss, and we will we'll come back to that. But yes, the question for you guys to ponder while we play these videos, and we will come and summarize, we will finish the video answering this question, is: are they leaving it too long? Should we have had Uncle Howdy? Should we have had Bo Dallas? Should we have had the Wyatt Six, Eric Rowan and Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, Joe Gacy, whoever you think is in this faction? Should we have had them tonight? And that is the question I have for you guys if you're in the chat right now, and we will get to some comments right after we play these videos. So once again, the QR code leads to a site which is this, so it's www.com/porte which is there for you, and that means door open. So www.com/porte all one word if you want to do it. So that leads there, and then of course you get the audio page, which we will play you the two audio clips. One is at the top and one is at the bottom. The second one you can also get if you call the number, but then if you go back to the link, it's also there. So there are two audio clips. One we played last night and one is exclusive to Backlash. So let's play them both again.
You think you're so close to finding him, but you don't even know what you're looking for. He's not what you think. He just wants to help. That's all he's ever wanted. He opens up his arms and makes you feel like you matter, like you belong. He doesn't change you. He reminds you. He wants to know, why did you forget about them? He says he opened the door, and the time of secrets has come to an end.
Sorry, that one is pretty cool. Thank you for StreamYards for notifying me that I was on mute there. Otherwise, we would have carried on. That one, was the first one that came up in the code last night. This one is what happens if you click the bottom one, the bottom of the website and the audio file.
Do you know the story of the shepherd and the lost sheep? The shepherd left 99 others to search for the one sheep that had gone missing. He rejoiced when he found it. But what happened when my precious sheep went missing? None of you cared. Their families didn't care. Their friends didn't care. You let the darkness take them. Left them shackled in hell all alone. But I set them free. They are my family now. And we will do anything to protect our family. I can't wait for you to see.
So that's that end is I can't wait for you to see what they've become. That is the end of that. Those two are the videos that played. Again, very exciting stuff, very creepy stuff, as people say in the comments. Sam says that is bloody terrifying. Sam's in bed. Don't worry, I quite like doing them quickly. This has been 11 minutes, and we'll probably go to 20, so it's a lot quicker. So it's all good, man. Don't worry about it. But I'm glad you enjoyed Backlash. I'll be going back to your coverage once again. If you missed Backlash, you can check out live coverage with Sam and Dan right here on Gimme a Hug. Yeah, go and check that out right now if you wanna. There will be, there will have been live reactions to the QR code as it happened with Sam and Dan. So yes, that is terrifying. And Mark LFC, our moderator extraordinaire, is in. He says this has to be Lexi. I'm not sure, but it would be good if it was. Having Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross in a Wyatt faction would be cool with me. Once again, there was an interesting visual after the QR code, very split second, and obviously his brown hair. So very interesting there. So yes, it could be Lexi. We will see, won't we? We will see. I think this is an even deeper voice change, or maybe Nikki Cross. It must have been a voice change. I was going to say, because that is a thick Scottish accent. If it is Nikki Cross, we're going around saying last night one was not even meant to come out. Yeah, it was leaked. That was why. Yes, sneaky Penfold 200 was caught. Very clever little nod to Penfold 200 there. And we played that. If you want to go watch our episode last night, we did play that original source code for you on the video. So yeah, the question I posed to you all is, are they leaving it too long? Before we wrap up, I am going to put that back on the screen. I'm going to ask you the same thing. Obviously, if you come back to this, a lot of people are coming back to these videos after they've gone live. Please do put in the comments if you think they're leaving it too long. That is the question. Obviously, that was an issue with the original stuff between Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy. People had issue with them leaving it too long. Obviously, is Jeddah too long? If it's only it's the May the 4th now. We've got a few days until Jeddah, for a couple of weeks. So is it too long? I'm going to leave that to you. I'm happy to wait because, again, we were, maybe we're being tested by Howdy. Again, we forgot about them. We weren't patient enough. Bray was all about patience. We weren't patient enough. We wanted everything now. Maybe they're testing us. They're testing our patience by making us wait till Jeddah for this. And maybe the sweet payoff will be there, although me personally and my personal views is it's not the best place to do it. I'm not a I think Jeddah is progressing, and I think Saudi Arabia is progressing greatly, and I'm pleased with that. Obviously, the Queen of the Ring is there. They've had some great stuff there recently, and I'm all for that progress. But yeah, I would have preferred it to be tonight personally, or maybe even further down the line, even tomorrow. But here we are. All power to stick at it. Again, they will need talking points. So good on them if they do get the reveal there. And again, credit to Jeddah and Saudi Arabia for its progression in some ways. So we looks like, again, we are getting once again, I will flash up that audio source. Oh, that was the source code for the shillings in a guinea. Anybody got any idea for that? But yeah, the audio WAV file was suggested King and Queen of the Ring, Saturday, 25th of May, 2024, which is obviously that Saudi Arabia show. So yes, that is interesting that it looks like we're waiting till then. But yeah, some lovely, interesting points here. Once again, on that, on the QR code, taking you to not only the audio files, but the "you did this." Maybe we weren't patient enough. Maybe that's where the "you did this" come from. You forgot about us. Maybe this is where those questions are coming from, and we forgot about, Joe Gacy, Dexter Lumis is rumored, Nikki Cross, all these people that you could argue we did forget about. So back to my original question. Do you guys think we're waiting too long? Let's see what we've got in the comments here. Dom, what do you think we will actually see them? When do you think? I think Jeddah's looking pretty good. TJ, nice to see you. Welcome. Apparently the King Queen falls on Taylor's birthday. There you go. That's interesting, isn't it? Saudi or Canada. There you go from Mark. They shouldn't rush it, but they need to build on it at a decent pace. I feel like this is probably pretty well paced in the grand scheme. If you're looking at it objectively, it's a pretty well paced thing. Imagine Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, Uncle Howdy, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross in the Wyatt 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I like that, Amos. Yeah, good stuff. I'm going to be honest, they need to start acknowledging it on TV. Okay, yeah, the pop in France would have been epic. I know that crowd was great. Let's actually, so I think they're not rushing it in context. I would have preferred again for it to be tonight than Jeddah, but that's my own personal feelings. But I, like I say, again, progression is key over there, and they need some big spots. Obviously, they're having the King Queen of the Ring over there, so they'll need a big moment, and maybe this is exactly what it is. Although again, wearing the big black leather jacket and all black, it's going to be very hot over there for Uncle Howdy and his group of goths. His group of dark weirdos. You know what I mean? I say this as a massive goth myself. So yes, but I agree that crowd was amazing, and I loved the show. John G, nice to see you. Unless Mark Braun starts getting, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Braun could start getting reminded. They could build to that in the next few weeks as we lead to Saudi. Yeah, that's not a bad shout at all. Mark LFC echoes that point as well. Very good point. Very good points, guys. Yes. So like I said, just going a quick review of Backlash. I really enjoyed the show. Obviously, you can go and watch Sam and Dan's review of the show itself, which was just finished before I started this. Go and check that out if you want. I loved it. I say I'm kind of sad that we didn't get any Howdy, but I think that it was a good show. Damian Priest kind of, like I said, showed out as a world champion, showed that he deserves to be on the top of the card. And Cody put on a banger with AJ Styles. AJ Styles, one of the best wrestlers in the world. I thought the Jade Cargill Bianca Belair win was warranted, and again another big moment on the card. But I wasn't a big fan of the match itself. I thought Kevin Owens, Randy Orton versus the Bloodline was great fun. Tama Tonga's brother showing up, I thought that was cool. Again, I think we're gonna, maybe get some more Bloodline shenanigans. People talk about Jacob Fatu coming in as well. I'm well up for that. Very excited by Jacob Fatu and the possibility there as a big MLW fan, as I am a huge fan of that. So I'm very excited by the idea of Jacob Fatu coming in, maybe to battle with Tama and his brother and Solo Sikoa. But yeah, I thought the sort of, the Extreme Rules or whatever, no DQ element to this was a lot of fun that Nick Aldis added. I thought that was great. So there was some good stuff. Hell, like I say, Naomi showed out. I thought Naomi was great. Bailey was great. Tiffany Stratton, man, it is Tiffy time. She's going to be a megastar. So I was a big fan of that. Those matches, and the crowd, man, they've got to do another show in France, because that crowd, I'm not obviously not watching the press conference, but hopefully they acknowledge that, because it was great. It was fantastic. Did anyone bring the QR code with Triple H? Yeah, I'm hoping so. Hunter also, Bird, Fightful, and PW Insider. Really? How are you doing today? John, I'm good. It's wonderful to see you. Wonderful to see you. Yeah. Good, man. I'm doing okay. Life is good. Enjoyed the normal time. It's only 9:45 here, or 10 to 10 now. So in the evening, which is great considering we're normally doing this stuff at like 1 a.m. or whatever. So for me, as someone that doesn't want to do those 1 a.m. live streams anymore, this was fantastic. Loved it. And hopefully you're doing well. So as well, have the 87,000 attendance for SummerSlam. Yeah. So, and yeah, SummerSlam would, in an ideal world for me, SummerSlam would have been a better stage. But I think, I'm talking about for Howdy here, going back to the Howdy stuff. SummerSlam would have been a bigger stage for it. But I think it's, probably too long, to wait. Although the Fiend did debut at SummerSlam. So I wouldn't be opposed to it if we can all wait that long, Want to do a correction from last night. Triple H has now confirmed Drew Glow that wasn't released. His deal was not renewed. It has expired. Well, there you go. Okay. If they want a massive reaction, then they might, wait till SummerSlam. Okay, yeah, I could see that. So yeah, really, really good show. Loved it. I don't think I've missed anything from the Backlash card. Just going to type it in, just make sure. Did I miss any matches there? I thought it was pretty good once again. Cody Rhodes nailed it. AJ Styles nailed it. The bloodline expands again. Very excited to see Jacob Fatu. But yeah, really impressed by Solo Sikoa as well. Tangaloa, that's of course Solo Sikoa's brother. Tangaloa was the debutant. I think he has a lot of history in Japan, so very excited to see that. Again, Bailey Naomi and Tiffany Stratton nailed it tonight, and I thought they were great. Kabuki Warriors, losing to Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. I thought that was the weakest match on the card, actually, but it was good. It was good, and again a good good moment for Bianca Belair with the first title win for Jade Cargill. The fans were the highlight to me. The French fans were great. If any French fans watch this, congratulations, you guys nailed it. The crowd was just on it all the time. Usually you see like a dip, but there was no dip. There was no dip. It was fantastic. And I think, again, the Jey Uso entrance was great. Cody's, of course. The French fans just showed out. And I think that's a great indicator for what is possible for future PLEs and stuff in WWE. Anyhow, so that has been Uncle Howdy's whole year hangout. I think we're on 11 now. So it's been a pleasure doing these shows. Obviously, there is an exciting air. There is an exciting smell in the air, just because of how great that crowd was, how great the French pay-per-view was, how excited we all are about the potential debut of Uncle Howdy, obviously coming in with a new faction and some of those teases. So go back and watch the beginning of this video if you missed any of those. We went through them a couple of times. So yeah, go check them out, please. If I've missed anything or anything comes up and you are checking this out after we've been live, right here, right now, please do put some stuff in the comments down below, which is what everybody says, right? So go and put some comments in there if I missed anything, and let me know what you think of the pay-per-view. What's my favorite smell? Petrol. Yeah, I like petrol. You put it in the cars. Of course, you know what that is. But yeah, weird, isn't it? I like the smell of petrol. I have to admit, I was relieved that the Wyatt didn't debut here, as I feel the crowd could have overshadowed or hijacked. Yeah, that's an interesting point, actually, Poisonous Oracle. I hadn't thought about that at all. Yeah, maybe it would have been a negative, that with the crowd being so good, being so into it. I hadn't thought about that. That's a very, very good point. Yeah, they're being Saudi, not going to lie. Big oof. I didn't like them being in Saudi, but it is what it is. Yeah, I feel kind of the same EJ movement, but that's very much personal to me. And once again, I know that Saudi's progressing. I know things are developing. So, all power to everybody involved there. But I have some of the same feelings you do on that. Since Jade has a belt now, she will be getting more and more TV time. She needs to develop her character beyond the Superwoman, bigger than life character she is now, get some personality. I kind of agree, but I also think that's enough. WWE context, they love the muscle bound superhero, don't they? Grr, ar. I don't know what that was. That was like a Buffy thing, wasn't it? Grr, ar. But yeah, I think I don't know. I think you can get away with it for a bit longer. China kind of had the same aura, right? So I think they could probably get away with it a bit longer. but I don't know how much longer, because you are right. Jade Cargill was not the star of that match, and I thought it was the weakest one on the card. And that's not always the way. The press conference, yeah, is anything happening there that's worth mentioning? I didn't like the Raven stripping. I didn't like the fact of Jey Uso losing. No, but Jay's a main eventer. He's a bona fide main eventer of the future, and I think he'll be a WWE champion before long. He showed great work tonight. Damian Priest Damian Priest needed the win. You can't tell me Damian Priest didn't need that win. As it's his first title defense. It made sense to have him win, I thought. And it made him a good champion. I thought Bailey is a great champion, but comes across as a real person. Jay, not so much. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, good point. Good point. Apparently, there was another one of the press conferences. Really? All right. Okay. And the Uncle Howdy return was everyone was waiting for. Yeah, that's right. Everyone was waiting for it. We didn't get it, but we'll maybe get it. Queen of the Ring. Breaking news: Mania will be in Las Vegas. I am tempted to go. Obviously we get to do some press and stuff in the past, but I think I'll go as a fan. I'd love to go as a fan to Vegas. I have some very negative memories of passing through Las Vegas due to a trip to Hawaii I went on, which was chaos, which one day I'll tell you the story of. So I need to create some new memories in Las Vegas. So maybe I'd like to go, and there is some rumblings that we will go. There's some of the team from WrestleSphere and Soundsphere. Just some sort of Howdy promo on the big screen would have been super. Yeah. They had the code, didn't they? But then that was about it. Dates will be 19th and 20th of April. Let me just check on the old X or Twitter just to see if we've got any before we finish up, because I like to keep these things short. Let me see if there's anything else on the press conference. Nobody reporting anything yet. I'm going to just return. Okay, no, I don't think that's hidden messaging QR code. We've done that. Yeah, I think maybe somebody's said on Twitter that there was something at the press conference, but I can't see anything. Interestingly enough, Brianna Sun on Twitter, 77, Brianna Sun 77 said that May 25th, 1990 is Bo Dallas's birthday. So that is an interesting point because, May 25th is when we're probably getting, again, that's Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, isn't it? That is the King and Queen of the Ring. So Bo's birthday, Taylor's birthday, that feels more and more like a thing now, doesn't it? Now that we know it was Bo's birthday. So yeah, but I can't see anything else happening on the press conference according to X. So let me know in the comments if I've missed anything. It has been a pleasure to be here on Howdy's Hull Yeah Hangout number 11. Once again, we saw the QR code. I will put it back on one more time for you. There was another hint there. Straight after that, there was this female with black hair. That took you to an audio page where there was two audio bits, one which we played last night, which somebody obviously hacked and figured out, and then one that was exclusive to today, which was a story about a shepherd, quite creepy, as Sam said. But I will let you go back and make your own thoughts on that. The source code for the audio that I just told you about alludes to this, and now obviously we've discovered that Bo Dallas's birthday is on May 25th. That makes even more sense now, doesn't it? Also, if you highlight in the middle of the two audio files, which is where the QR code will take you, you did this. Comes up, and that is interesting because again, maybe Bo Taylor is sort of going, well, you didn't wait, you weren't patient enough, you didn't, you forgot about us, all this stuff. Maybe we're being challenged by the Wyatt Six. Maybe we're being challenged. Maybe we're being called out by the Wyatt Six, by Taylor Rotunda, by the family, by this new family. But who knows? Because we're probably going to have to wait to King and Queen of the Ring to find out. Anyway, Backlash was great. Loved it. French fans, if you come to this, well done, because you smashed it out of the park. It was great. Loved your enthusiasm throughout the whole thing. Backlash was great. Sorry we didn't get Howdy, but it means we're going to keep doing this series. So I will probably be back with you on Tuesday, because I am not crazy and I don't want to wait till 1 in the morning when Dan will be right here with Monday Night Raw for you. And I don't want to wait till 1 on Friday where Sam will be here for SmackDown, because I don't do that anymore because I'm tired and old. But I will be here either side of those things. So a Tuesday and a Saturday, I will be right here on Give Me a Hull Yeah with some stuff for you. Sometimes we'll be live, like right now, answering comments. Sometimes it'll be pre-recorded, but we'll be here because I'm enjoying doing this. It's made me a fan again, and it's been a pleasure to interact with all of you guys. Raven Strip says that looks like Nikki Cross. Yes, the woman. Yes, Punk got locked into the bathroom in headquarters. No way, really? I did not know that. There's a funny little story to end this stream. But guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. This has been Howdy's Hull Yeah Hangout. I've been Dom. We'll see you next week for some more clues, hints, tips, bits, and all that stuff. Yeah. I'll see you soon, guys. Take it easy. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. Hull Yeah. Bye.